Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our discussion on the current events of 14th May 2018. The first issue in news is regarding the Domestic Violence Act. Recently, the Supreme Court has expanded the ambit of the Domestic Violence Act to include all man-woman relationships and also protects divorced women from their former husbands. The Supreme Court has confirmed a recent Rajasthan High Court ruling that the term domestic violence cannot be limited to marital relations alone, but extends to a relationship in the nature of marriage, adoption, or as family members living together as a joint family. The court further held that domestic violence can continue even after divorce if the former husband of the woman tries to deny the rights of a woman on a jointly owned property or refuse to return her stridhan. This is a positive development in tackling domestic violence against women and can go a long way in empowering them. With that, let's move on to the next issue, which is an editorial regarding the recent controversy over the appointment of the Chief Justice of Uttarakhand High Court, Mr. K.M. Joseph, as the judge of the Supreme Court. The collegium had recommended his name, but the centre had objected for his elevation, citing reasons of over-representation from a relatively small High Court of the state of Kerala. But the Supreme Court collegium has reiterated its decision to elevate K.M. Joseph as a judge of the Supreme Court, and according to the Supreme Court judgment in the third judge's case, the centre is bound to act on the collegium resolution and may no longer be able to delay the elevation of Justice K.M. Joseph to the Supreme Court. Although the centre denies that its objection to the elevation of Justice K.M. Joseph was related to the quashing of the imposition of President rule in Uttarakhand, the onus now is on the government to ensure that it is not seen as blocking the appointment of any of the judges who are considered as fit and deserving by the collegium. With that, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the plans of the central government to issue an ordinance to overturn the Supreme Court's verdict in the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act case. The government wants to introduce a bill later to insulate the act from further judicial scrutiny by placing it under the ninth schedule of the Constitution, because any legislation included under the ninth schedule gets protection under Article 31B and is not subject to judicial scrutiny. For further details on the issue and the guidelines laid down by the Supreme Court with respect to arrest of individuals and that of government servants, please go back and watch the monthly current affairs roundup of the previous month. Now let's look into the next issue, which is regarding the recent directions issued by the Central Information Commission to the Prime Minister's office as well as to the Ministries of External Affairs and the Home Ministry to make the records of Rajnarayan Committee public. The committee was constituted to look into the mysterious death of former Indian Prime Minister Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri. The former Prime Minister died in Tashkent, where he had gone for talks with the Pakistan president mediated by the former USSR. Although it was reported that he died after a massive heart attack, questions were raised on the circumstances of his death, and several conspiracy theories have been put forth due to the denial of the government to disclose documents relating to his death under the RTI Act. Previously too, in 2011, the Central Information Commission had directed the disclosure of 11 pages related to the death of Mr. Shastri, but allowed withholding of one document of the External Affairs Ministry, which had a reference to Mukti Bahini, which you know is related with the liberation of Bangladesh. This is a very interesting development, and we'll further look into this in the coming days. With that, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the development of an eco-friendly propellant to power satellites and spacecraft by the Indian Space Research Organization. ISRO is working towards replacing the conventional hydrazine rocket fuel, which is a highly toxic and carcinogenic chemical, with a greener alternative for the future missions. In this regard, the Liquid Propulsion System Center has developed and has conducted several tests on hydroxyl ammonium nitrate to investigate its characteristics like thermal and catalytic decomposition and compatibility with different materials. The hydroxyl ammonium nitrate is a monopropellant, meaning It does not require a separate oxidizer. The final issue in news today is the clarification issued by the Supreme Court on the ownership of elephant tusks. The court observed that there is a clear declaration in the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 that elephant tusks are government property even in the case of captive elephants where the government keeps the custody of these tusks or the owners are permitted by the government to retain them if they give an undertaking that these tusks would not be traded. The order is a boost to activists campaigning to curb ivory trafficking and poaching of elephants. A point to remember from the prelims perspective is the term forest produce includes timber, charcoal, wood oil, gum, resin, natural varnish, flowers and fruits, but does not mention elephant tusks. With that, I wrap up today's news analysis. Do share this content if you like it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.